So what if I gave you a simple and easy to use self-study plan to score 99% marks in any exam? And what if I gave you those secret study tips that toppers use to make this journey easy for you? Hey, this is Chetna and you're watching ChetChat. So press that subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it and give us a thumbs up if you like the work that we do. So in today's video, I'm going to give you a simple 6-month self-study plan to score top marks in any exam. 2, I'll give you 10 common mistakes that students tend to make. And finally, 3 bonus tips. So let's first look at the typical problems that students face. Success is no accident. It's hard work, perseverance, learning, sacrifice, and above all, the love for what you do. This is a quote by the famous footballer Pele. So how about we look at the regimen that athletes and sports persons have followed to devise this 6-month self-study plan to help us get top marks in any exam. Day 1. This is like your first day in the gym, where the trainer shows you around the equipment and discusses the roadmap with you going forward. Chances are this session will not last very long and you're going to come back excited to begin that workout regimen. Similarly, on day 1, when we begin reading a new chapter, just go over it, pre-read it, go till the end of the chapter, read the main points, the headlines, look at some of the questions at the end of the chapter, and short and sweet, close the book and off you go. Mistake number 1. Trying to read 10 chapters the first time you pick up your book and hoping to remember all of that content. 1 or 2 days later, you go back to the gym, and this is the time when you do a good warm-up, you do some basic full body exercises with fewer reps. Chances are this session also might not last very long. Similarly, on our first reading, read the book from cover to cover. If you're looking at a particular chapter, read it word by word from the beginning to the end. Do not highlight. Do not try to memorize anything. This is the time to get a conceptual clarity on what is the author actually trying to tell us in this chapter. This is also a good time to link this information to something that we may have learned earlier and keep the session short. Mistake number 2 is keeping a long gap between the pre-read and the first read. Ideal is about 24 to 48 hours. Mistake number 3, trying to remember too much information on the first reading. 1 week later. At this time, the gym trainer will like to get your form right. So there will be fewer exercises done slowly, each one having fewer reps, but the focus will be to perfect your form. Similarly, the second reading a week later is to focus on structural clarity. Take up important topics from within the chapter, look at the back of the chapter questions and answer them using the QAEE technique. Now we have an entire video dedicated to that technique and I'm going to drop a link at the bottom of this video, but broadly it's question, answer, evidence and example. At this stage, highlight important points, make notes, draw diagrams, understand the facts, examples and evidence. Go slow. Take up a few topics at this point of time, but make sure you perfect your structural clarity. Mistake number 4 is a long gap between the first read and the second read. The ideal is 1 to 2 weeks. Mistake number 5 is memorizing too much at this stage. Month number 2. At this stage, the trainer might focus on specific muscle groups. There may be a day where you do entirely just quads and glutes, or another day where you just do chest and back. Similarly, in a sport like basketball or football, you might do a full day of just passing or another day of just dribbling. This is a stage to start focusing on important topics. Drill down one topic at a time. Highlight the keywords, make acronyms or mnemonics, draw flowcharts, tables or mind maps, close your book and write down the concept in your own words. Just stay with one concept for a period of time. Continuous effort, not strength or intelligence, are needed to unlock your potential. Seek to master one topic at a time. Mistake number 6, overloading your brain by studying 2 or 3 chapters on the same day. Mistake number 7, doing one thing for too long. Just like in the gym, cross-train and avoid repeating the same workout on successive days. Similarly, rotate your subjects. Month number 3, go beyond your trainer. Just like an athlete would consult a nutritionist, senior players, a masseur, or maybe another trainer to make sure that they are not missing out on anything, similarly, this is a time for you to consult with supplementary material. It could be supplementary textbooks, it could be podcasts, documentaries or YouTube videos. Mistake number 8, using too much supplementary material too early in the preparation cycle might end up confusing you. Month number 4, practice, practice, practice. Remember the Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hour rule? Each skill needs hours and hours of practice, whether it's jumping or bowling or shooting. Persistence can change failure into extraordinary achievement. Practice your math and numeric subjects extensively. And for theory subjects, practice remembering important information and terminology. Teach someone, discuss it in a group, make flashcards, read the keywords aloud or do mock tests. Mistake number 9, doing mock tests too early. Mistake number 10, doing repeatedly one mock test after another. It's like a cricketer playing matches after matches. What we need to do instead is do one mock test, go back, analyze it, look at where we went wrong, go back to the concept, understand it again, come back and do another mock test. Month number 5, increase the duration and difficulty of your practice sessions. Push your limits, test yourself. Professional athletes have long known that the only secret to success is to bust your limits daily and to do it for years. Every champion hates training. Your biggest opponent is yourself. This is the time for you to drill down your notes and make them so concise that you know exactly what to study one day before the exam. Month number 6. Keep an eye on the match day. Start setting goals. Focus practice with rest, sleep and good nutrition. Now keep an eye on your progress but also watch your self-talk. Are you telling yourself how well prepared some of the other students are? Keep your motivation levels high, use meditation to focus and remember that the expert was also once a beginner. And now for the bonus tips. Bonus tip number 1 is rest and sleep. The brain is a muscle that needs rest and recovery. Take frequent breaks and sleep for at least 7 hours in the night and eat nutritious food. Bonus tip number 2 is that the morning hours are more productive, so maximize them and cut out distractions. Bonus tip number 3, gamify your study plan. Build in small targets and rewards as well. Create a leaderboard like a game, buy colorful stationery, make it enjoyable and keep giving yourself small rewards. Remember that without commitment, you'll never start. But without consistency, you'll never finish. And without self-discipline, success is impossible. Because it's impossible to beat someone who refuses to give up. So that's all from me on a 6-month self-study plan to crack any exam. And if you're looking at timetables, then I'm going to drop links in the description box below to some fantastic timetable videos that we have for you. And also please press that subscribe button and the bell icon right next to it. And don't forget to press that thumbs up because then we know you like the work we do. And happy watching!